I remember years ago when I first got divorced, um, a woman sent me a picture of her in a bikini, but the picture only went down to here. So obviously, that's what she wore. It was a two-piece, and she wore that out. She had gone to the pool that day. She had been hanging out at the pool, and so she sent me the picture, and she looked nice and everything. And I remember I said, and I'm joking, oh, nice, nice, nice. But where's the rest of it? And but I'm texting, so she can't hear my voice or anything. But still, I'm like, so where's the rest of it? You know. And she got offended because I wanted to see the rest of it. It's not like I'm sitting at home, let me see the rest of the picture. I want to see the rest of. No. First of all, I'm kind of joking. I mean, I did want to see the rest of it, but it wasn't that big a deal. And so she got all offended. But even if she hadn't got offended, and she blocked me off from that. But even if she hadn't, that would have kind of ruined it for me. It'd be like, really? We were having fun flirting. Again, we were having fun. She was talking to me. I know she missed out. She missed out because I'm a good catch. But, and she doesn't even know she missed out. But we're having fun. We're flirting back and forth so much that she sent me the picture. That's the thing. She sent it to me. I didn't even ask her. I didn't ask her for, hey, send me a picture of you wearing skimpy clothes and possibly maybe a bra, maybe bikini. No, she sent it to me. All I did was say, where's the rest of it? In a joking manner. Now, you can't hear my voice, but in a joking manner. And she got all offended by that. Women. But here's the thing. So when I'm saying block, play it off. Act, flirt. Where is your flirt game? Oh, you want to see the rest of it? I bet you do, huh? Oh, I bet you do want to see the rest of it. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something, big boy. The rest of it looks good. You're not going to see it right now, but the rest of it, yeah, you just think about that one. You think about what you're missing out on. Now, like, what if you said something like that? Now the guy is going, dang. Ooh, okay, all right, I said, okay, all right. Now he wants to keep talking. You didn't send the picture, so he didn't win. You still didn't send the picture. All right, so he didn't get what he wanted, but in a sense, it's better now, because now he's thinking, oh, I like this woman. I like this woman. You've got him intrigued. So if he was actually interested, he'll stay interested. Now, if he really is trying to get in your pants or something, you can't tell just by that. You can't tell just by that. You got to keep talking and figure out, is this guy going to take me out? Does he want to meet me in public, or does he just want to go to his house or to my house? All those kinds of things. That's where you're really going to find out whether he's into you. But don't get me wrong. A woman that a man could marry, he still would want to take her home right away. He still would, most men. So even that doesn't necessarily mean he's not looking for anything long term. But you have to be more discerning than that. It's like, it's not that simple. It's not that simple, because it's not like a guy is, oh, if he wants long term, he'll act this way. If he just wants to get in my pants, he'll act this way. No, he can act the exact same way with both women. You understand what I'm saying? He can act the exact same way with both women. So you're going to have to look at other details. And so instead of getting all offended and blocking the guy, I mean, women use the term pervert. All men are pervert. Like, who's not? All these politicians, athletes, sending pictures. Like, who's not? Who's not? There's just people who haven't gotten caught. They're sending pictures left and right. The only question is, have they gotten caught? So I don't even know. I mean, what is a pervert, really? What's a pervert? Someone who wants to have sex a lot? Well, that's all men. Someone who wants to have, kiki sex? That's still probably most men. So what's a pervert? I don't know. You tell me. What else? So yeah, my answer to most questions, no matter what the guy says, if you're interested, now if you don't want to talk anymore, that's different. But the answer is think of, remember Marilyn Monroe? Hey, big boy. Pretend like you're Marilyn Monroe, and you're gonna give the sexy starlet answer. You're not gonna block him. You're not gonna get mad. You don't even have to really answer the question. You just have to keep up the flirt game. You don't even have to answer the question. No matter, he could ask you if you like, if you're into lingerie. If that's part of the first conversation, most women are going to get all upset and they're going to get butthurt, probably blocked. So it's been nice. I see what you want. You see what he wants. What? Does that mean he wants a one-night stand? No. It can mean he's into lingerie. It can mean his ex-wife wasn't into lingerie. It can mean the next person he wants to be with long term, he wants that person to be into lingerie. It can mean a whole lot of different things. He may find you that sexy. You could still fit the kind of woman he might want to be with long term. You don't know the answer to that just because he asked you if you're into lingerie. There's no way to know the answer to that just by that question. You have to take the totality of the conversation and his actions and behavior. And that question alone is not enough to determine who he wants to be with, or whether he wants to be with you long term or short term, or whether he's just looking for a one night stand. Just that question alone, I don't care. I don't care. He could just be super horny. Maybe he's just super horny that particular day. Now he should be on his best behavior. I'm not saying, because you're gonna say, oh, so you're saying it's appropriate to ask you that the first conversation. The problem is you guys determine what's appropriate. That's the problem. Women determine what's appropriate. That is the problem. Because if you ask most men, would they like to know if you're into lingerie in the first conversation? If you honestly ask most men, would they like to know the answer to that? They would say, heck yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah, they would like to know the answer to that in the first conversation. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to ask it. That doesn't mean they're going to bring it up in the first conversation, because they know how to play by the rules, but they're your rules. That's the problem. These are rules that women lay out, not men, not men. We don't care about the same things you care about, but we just play the game. Yeah, okay, so what do you do in your spare time? What do you do in your free time? Now, if he ever gets somebody who answers, I like to get freaky. Wait. What? What did you say? Because I swear, I just asked you, what do you like to do in your free time? Yeah, I like to get freaky. Did you just say you like to get freaky? Yeah, don't you? Well, yeah, I love to get freaky, but I didn't expect you to say that. See the difference? Yeah. So we play that game. No one asks what your favorite color is, but what do you like to do when in your spare time? What do you do for fun? Do you travel? Oh my gosh, women are all, there's nothing wrong with traveling. And we will probably go with you and we would have a lot of fun, but that's not in our top 5. Because, yeah, we want to travel, but we want to travel with somebody who's freaky. We want to travel with somebody who might be into lingerie. We don't want to just travel with just anybody. So just the fact that you travel means nothing. The guy who's affectionate, he wants to travel with somebody who's affectionate. So that's still number 1 on his list. Once he finds out his number 1, now he can go down the list and ask the other questions. Travel might be high on your list. So you're asking, do you have a passport? A lot of women said that on their dating profile. They want a man with a passport. But the man can't say what he really wants. He can't say what he's thinking. And I say that in the book. I say it right in this book. A man is not free to say what he's really thinking when he first meets a woman, because you guys would call it shallow. He's not free, so he has to play the game. He has to play the game. The difference between, so you want to know, why does this happen online? Like, because women think, oh, men online are like this. No, The men online are the same men who are at the grocery store. They're the same men, a lot of them who are at church, the same men who you see at a club or a sports bar. It's just that they might act a little different because you're not face to face. So if he does take the chance and ask you something that you might consider inappropriate, or maybe it actually is inappropriate, maybe it actually is, but he can just say, I got nothing to lose. You can't slap me. We're texting back and forth. You can't slap me. You can't make fun of me. You can't do anything. You can't walk out and leave and embarrass me. No, we're texting. There's nothing she can do except block him. Nothing. So he technically has nothing to lose. So that's the main difference between in person and online, is he's got nothing to lose. Nothing. It doesn't mean it's the same person. If a guy meets you at Starbucks and you've got a nice butt, he's thinking you've got a nice butt. He just can't say it. He can't say it. He's got to. He can't say it. He can't say it. He can think it all he wants. You go up to the bathroom. He can look, but he can't say it. Now, the real bold ones might try to work it into their flirt game, and they might bring it up. But it is what it is. But online, he feels freer to say what he's actually thinking. And women can have some pretty risky pictures. Not risky, I won't say that, but you know, the women who actually have nice butts, they find a way to show it on their profile. They do. And that's part of the problem. Like, women will show it and they get mad when you say something about it. Like, how does that make any sense? The women who actually have a nice butt will actually have pictures of themselves online on their profile showing their nice butt. You know, they're like, no, and you know, they're doing that sticking it out thing where they're just like, they do it. They know what their assets are. And there's women who, you know, they got it going on up here. They show it. They know what they're doing. But you can't say anything about it because they'll get upset. Oh, so that's what you're into, huh? That's what you're into. Oh, that's what this is all about. Or maybe not upset, but the very next question after you say something, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? And the thing is, you're not going to get the truth anyway. So it doesn't really do any good. If he really just wants to get you in bed, he's not going to say that. And women will say that online, like, be honest, just tell me. He's not. He's not, because he knows 95% of the women on there are just going to block him. He's just going to say, bye. So he can't. So it does no good for you to say, I'm not interested in one night stand, doesn't do any good, because he's not going to go, oh, dang it. She's not interested in a one night stand. Dang it. All right. Well, it was nice talking to you. No, he's still going to try. That's just the nature of the game. Women are playing the game. Men are playing the game as well. But if you want to know, if you have more questions, you want more answers, check it out. Love, Lust, or Bust, Understanding the Peculiar Behavior of Men on Dating Apps. You can find it on Amazon.